Awesome. All right, lovely. Ah, you did the shrimp. Fancy. Fancy. Let's see the colors. Yes, those are the colors and those are the codes. Good job. And yeah, we see this one. All right. And lovely. The mood board is lovely. The colors are lovely. Mockup one. Let's see mockup one. Fantastic. Great job. You're very, what's your major?
Game art and design.
Well, you're very good in the programs. Okay, so there is something here that you did right, and some stuff you did, you just placed the assignment in the wrong place. And maybe it's my fault. I need to explain what's a case study board. A case study board is, and maybe just take all what you have now and just put it in one slide, like this one here. I will show you. Case study board is when you submit to awards like the Cannes and all those places. Cannes Lions. Okay, here are a couple of examples, okay? So see here, for example, they wanted to create a museum for Cheetos. So they have the problem idea results on one side, the pictures on another, and then pictures of that it was featured in newspapers and stuff like that in another one. Here is as well. You see how the campaign, the idea, again, the idea, the problem, the idea, and what's how it created a buzz in the media. Okay, so a case study board, and that was a question for a lot of people, by the way. Maybe something like that. It's a one slide or one slide only where you summarize your campaign for awards. It's just for awards reason. Okay. Here's another example. For example, okay. This is Pinterest. They did some colors, I don't know what, on the first ever Pinterest yard sale. So they put the stuff like that, and they explain the idea in 1 or 2 paragraphs. That's another one. So what you've done is fantastic. You just need to put it in one slide, and you will get the full mark. And that's the case study board. Because you've done a great job. Let's see, Cannes Lions design. Okay, design. And you will explain your idea. Of course, it's not just images only. Yeah, see something like that. This is for Amnesty. They were highlighting the problems, highlight the remarkable. And it's called the campaign and the conversion, meaning like what the campaign in one idea and the stuff in another. See here, problem, idea. That's another one. So all this are great examples of how can you do your campaign in one slide only. Okay, best before packaging. That's another design stuff done for the Cannes Lions. Okay, so yeah, that's the whole idea of it. So you deserve a full mark. I would just need this one to put everything in one slide, and I will give you the 200. I'm not going to correct it now until you do this one slide. So that's the case study board. But good job in the mock-ups, and the mock-ups are fantastic. Maybe you can show in the case study board the before and the after. You don't need the mood board in the case study board, but maybe you need the colors, yes, and you need the before and the after and the explanation, a little bit of your idea. Okay. What else have you submitted? This is fantastic. I mean, the mock-up, what you've done is fantastic so far. And then let's go here. If you did not submit anything here, I will also tell you what to do. What you do is just to take the old slide. Don't come up with the yeah, no, you submitted something here, and I think I gave you so what you need to do for the one due today is take this slide and just add the mood board to it and a couple of mock-ups to it, and you're done. Just add what you have to this slide and you're done. You don't need multiple of things to do. So submit it today, since you're already, you're already here.
Yes,
Let's
ma'am.
see. Yeah, so you're almost done with the 2 assignments. Just create one assignment for one slide for one, and then add those couple of slides here. But good job, Laura. You're doing great in this class. Keep it up. Keep it up. I'm really proud of you. Until this download, let's look at Jesus and Kylie and Hailey's assignment. Many people ask me about the participation. If you guys, like for example, today I will give the 10 of you, each of you, sorry, the 4 of you, 10 marks. So each week I add a mark. Each week I add a mark. Jesus, how is your assignment? Which thing you want me to look at first? Jesus.
I have my rebrand restaurant. Let me. Can I submit that real quick?
Yeah, submit it really quick and we look at it.
Okay.
Kylie, anything that you want me to look at?
I think it's Kyle, if I remember right. Kyle.
Kyle, I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm like just taking Kyle, how are you? Anybody wants me to let me just open week 3 and then week 4 again and see. Week 3. Oh yeah, I think I didn't see Jesus week 3. So let me start with this until he submits week 4. And then we see who else has issues. I want to look at the case study as well, because I think it might have been difficult. So I would love to look at it as well. All right. Great job. With the mock-up, you're ready. Fantastic job. Do you want to explain it more, Jesus, what you've done, and what about tricks? Are you here?
Yeah, sorry, I was looking for the other presentation, but yeah, I'm doing a burger place. It's called Rick's Old Fashioned Burgers. So basically, this is a small local rope burger restaurant, and I wanted to turn this into a kind of kind of like a chill hangout spot, but where they sell out burgers. I guess kind of like a sports bar. Um, so pretty much, it's targeted for everyone, probably for like college students and older adults. I was wanting to do my let's see, my advertisement through social media, for Facebook and Instagram. Um, Mainly wanted to do some posts there and get attention to the audience and kind of add some interest there to attract the people to the restaurant. And on the menu, I created that menu myself, and
Awesome.
yeah, it kind of has the colors to it. I wanted to do more orange. I
Mm.
was debating between white and orange, but I felt like orange was a little bit better. The packaging, I kind of did some mock-ups there. I did packagings with the what's it called, burgers, where they put the packaging in the burgers,
Fantastic.
and yeah, that's kind of like a single burger
It's
if you've
awesome.
ever
Looks
taken
real.
one.
It looks real. It's awesome.
and and then the bag there for like a bigger order. And I did print ads, but obviously this is McDonald's, but these are just examples that I was
You wanted
wanted to
that.
do to my restaurant. Yeah, I wanted
Okay.
to have some um
Uh, I,
what's that?
no, no, no. Continue. And I have a comment on this. You wanted to have what? Sorry.
I wanted to have like the print ads on the what is it called? I can't remember that word. The
Billboard.
ones on the
Bill-
street or
Yeah,
you
billboard.
pass by, billboards. There you go.
Yeah.
Um, and then I wanted to have some, when you go to the restaurant and then you're at the register, you look at kind of like what they have specials going on, kind of like a little, I guess, pamphlet type thing.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's what I had for my print ads. And from a color scheme, I wanted to go with as far for the restaurant, I wanted to go for orange, a red. Um, I wanted kind of to do a maroon, a really dark maroon.
Mhm.
You can't really tell. It's kind of like brown and maroon, and then a little bit of blue, a hint of blue, just to have some cool, and probably gray for, uh, well, dark gray.
All right.
Yeah.
So first of all, I'm very happy with this class for one thing. All of you are very good in mock-ups. I don't know where have you learned it, but I'm very happy with all the mock-ups that you guys have. It's just fantastic. Your logo is great. I love it. And of course your menu looks fantastic. The packaging is fabulous, and the color scheme and stuff like that, fantastic. Really, really, you guys, I love this class. It's one of the best classes I've taught in terms of your outcome. The outcome is fantastic. I've seen several mock-ups and several really, really good things that I'm very happy with. However, I give you 196 instead of 200 just because of the 3 days late, but of course you deserve the 200. Next time, just submit on time and you will get the full mark.
Okay. I sent
I
you
would
my
check.
other one. Sorry.
Don't worry. Next time, just make sure. To be honest, the print ads are not original, meaning like
Yeah.
everything here is original, and it doesn't. By original, it doesn't mean like I mean like you brought a specific something like McDonald's and you did it. No, it's not only that. It's the idea is that we've seen it before. All the burger restaurants, uh, this is their campaign. They feature the burger itself, right, and the sandwich and make it yummy and things like that. But what would you do different? That's the question. How would you tackle this in a different way? Okay, so I would challenge you a little bit in the print ads, especially you're very good in Photoshop, as I see here. I would challenge you here just to come up with a new idea. We've seen this before. All like you don't know if it's a if you remove the McDonald's and put Five Guys or Burger King, it would be the same. Okay. Um, but good job. Also, something else I wanted to tell you that you start with the color scheme and you end with social media. So for next week, exchange those two. All right, we've seen Laura, we've seen Jesus. Oh, Lee's here. Let us look at Lee because he had some questions. Lee, did you see my answer to your question regarding the case study or no? Because I explained it at the beginning of the class.
No, I did not. I still don't understand the case study.
Okay. I will explain it right away. I will explain it. Also, for people, when you guys come here, please sign in by writing your name in the chat. Because, for example, Hailey was here, and I don't know where did she disappear. So, if you want to be, if you want grades for your attendance, make sure that you write your name in the chat. That's it. Yes, you guys are doing a great job. All right, we have Cedric, we have Lee. I don't see your week 3. I see Emmanuel. We corrected week 3 last time.
Are you talking about
pictures. Let's look at Lee. I don't think if Cedric, Manuel, we corrected yours last week. I don't know about Cedric and who else is here. Kyla, have you submitted week 3? Because we're in week 4 now, but I'm looking at late assignments week 3. If you guys submitted anything and want me to look at it, now it's the time. All right, rebranding the Bandu. All right, do you want to explain it a little bit?
The Bando is a Black-owned restaurant in Atlanta, Georgia. They specialize in selling in just nice architecture and also selling really good fried chicken and wings. They've got lemon pepper, they've got hot wings, they got barbecue wings, they got teriyaki wings. It's very nice. It's only one restaurant, so I think they're just limited, and I think they should expand their horizons to all of Georgia, basically. So throughout the PowerPoint, I just talked about an efficient delivery system, basically getting affiliated with all delivery options like DoorDash, Grubhub, and also to have their own delivery truck, basically.
All right. That's the new logo. And what's the old logo?
Their old logo is just I didn't put that on there. Yeah, I didn't put that on there. It's basically just words saying the Bando.
Okay. Make sure you put the old logo so that we see the before and after. first of all. The name, okay, I liked, and the orange the same. All that is great for me. I love the idea of senior citizen go get prices off, and you the concept, if you know, like having a restaurant that only talks to senior citizen is just fantastic. So you have a great strategy, great unique selling point, which is talking to the senior. Focus on this, even in your ads, but you need a lot more of slides, like maybe mock-up, color scheme. I don't know if you've seen the other people what they've done. But that's your whole idea. But focus on the senior citizens, because I think that's it's a great point to focus on. I will show you other projects so that maybe you understand again what's the case study, and but I'm very happy that you're here. Let me look at week 4, who submitted week 4, and then let's see who submitted the final presentation. And Lee, will see here who did good job, so that you can maybe like do the same. Jesus submitted. Let's look at Jesus since he's with us, and then Manuel. Okay, so that's the old fashioned again, and you added the mood board, and lovely. It's a lovely mood board. The only thing is, as I told you, I want you to resubmit the week 4 again, and I will give you 200 for it. Start with the mood board. In fact, start with the mood board, then the color scheme. You're shifting things. And then the menu, then the mock-up, and then the print ads and social media at the end. You see the okay, so I'm gonna tell you here, mood board. Because why I'm doing this, because mood board is just you telling others what it is. Color scheme, slide for the logo, and also if you have strategy. Have you done strategy, like competitors? Like first strategy, actually. Strategy, meaning competitors, target audience, all this. Here's what I'm gonna say. Target audience. Like I love the Bandu's idea, like target audience are seniors. Target audience. Target audience, and what else? Strategy, target audience, and competitors. Mood board, color scheme, logo, mock-up, menu, or actually maybe mock-up, menu, print ads, social media. So fix your presentation a little bit and add the strategy, and I'll give you the 200 because you did a great job. Okay, but you need those little fixes. Did you hear me, Jesus?
Yes, I will.
Okay. And this will not take time from you, because you're literally shifting and adding the strategy, which is from week 1 and week 2. Make sure you add the research and the strategy and how was the restaurant before.
Okay.
Week 4 is putting the 3 other weeks all together, coming with Just it's a simple week, but yeah. Sorry, things are taking time. All right. Ronaldo's Tacos. So this assignment has been going for a while. And you guys, you see here how he's explaining the past. Good job. Positioning statement. Love it. Love it. Love it, Manuel. Yes, I do want this. I do want to see the positioning statement. The logo alone, the color codes alone, the menu, the banner ads, social media mockups. Perfect. That's exactly how I want it. With the organization, that's exactly how I want it. So I don't know, if you're alone, just clap for him. Good job. Good job. Great job. That's exactly, guys, how I want it. I will be posting it. So you see how the organization of things, the logo alone, the color codes are there, the positioning statement that we worked on, a special assignment. There was a special assignment for it, and the old and how it looked before. That's exactly how it is. You should show me if it's a rebrand. Then you should show me how was the brand before and what are you adding. Super tacos to go, also great, but maybe stress on it in next week's. Don't forget about this assignment. You're done, Manuel. But for upcoming assignments, if you add the tagline, make it clear for everyone to know that that's your tagline. Great job. Is he here, Manuel?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here, ma'am. I'm here.
Tell us more about your assignment. Maybe you can help others who are confused still.
Yeah. If y'all have any questions or you need help with anything, or just text me and I'll give you a hand. It's kind of unfair because this is my last semester, so I should know what I'm doing by now, right? If not, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's definitely a lot of work, a lot of stuff to put together. But if you need help, hit me up and I'll be more than happy to give you a hand.
You definitely know what you're doing. That's a fact. All right, but great job. What do you guys think of his assignment?
Of his or
huh?
Of his?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Seems like a solid brand.
Looks wonderful.
Yeah, Lee, and that's what I want. Like, you have a great strategy, by the way. In terms of strategy, I love yours because the strategy is quite clear. For you, Lee, the idea of senior citizens and delivering it to them and stuff like that, fantastic. All you need to do is just add more slides like his and make it with the identity and the colors and the strategy, everything together, exactly like manuals. That's what you need to do. But as a strategy, as an idea, as a concept, as a big idea that you have, it's a great one. Yeah, good job. We have good people here. All right, Hailey is not here to look at her assignment. Julio, I think you did not submit. Javen as well, week 4. If anybody submitted a new assignment and wants me to look at it, please let me
Man, can
know.
we look at high leaves anyway, just to kind of get another. I know when I was going through, the more I looked at, the more I kind of understood where I wanted to go. It was through my classmates.
All right, let's
Kind of.
look at Heidi. Let's look at Heidi, and let's look at Donald's because he also does a great job. I don't know where did she go because she was here and then she disappeared. But anyway. All right, McDonald's rebrand positioning. Seems like she's going crazy. I love that. When it comes to the visual design of the restaurant, it's impressive to create an atmosphere that's familiar yet new. I wanted to take a step backward and forward and mix what we know from the 80s and infuse that with a futuristic feel with a lot of vintage style. I find it rebranding McDonald's with a bold, colorful design with neon lights, fun. I love that, and that's her mood board. That's her color palette. She did it. That's the mock-up. Fantastic. This is for me. This one she should present it. I love it. I will give her 200. I'll tell you why. Because she was so daring. Love how daring you are. That's exactly the type of things I like, guys. And thank you for whoever asked me to look at her work. Because yes, that's exactly another great presentation in terms of organization, in terms of concepts. And of course, she's so wild, you know? Like, who would imagine that we can make McDonald's look like the 80s? But she did. She did it like a retro and future, have a very bold and charismatic colors that want to be seen and heard. For the McDonald's rebrand, they want to flare it up with neons that emanated a glow to them. In movies such Star Wars, Blade Runner, we see a variation of electric colors that would draw anybody's attention. Amazing. This is a for me is a plus. I'm gonna write to her, and I'll tell you why it's an A+ assignment, because she took a theme. And she built on it, and that guys makes it always very easy for you when you take a theme and you build on it. So for her, she took the 80s and she built on it. Like, you see how she explained the concept, she explained the mood board, she explained the color palette, and then the mock-ups are fantastic and they show the idea even more. The social media is fun, amazing, and the logo is great, and she's playing around McDonald's, like, messing the brand, but also still it's still the brand. So, and I love the M. I mean, I don't know, I mean, if that's really her work, it's fantastic. And if McDonald's did this, they will capture a lot of customers to their thing. I'm sorry that she's not with us to hear the praise, but if you ever saw the recording, great job. Very happy with you. That's an A+. And guys, when you do that, it always makes it easy for you. Take a theme and build on it. That's the big idea for her. The big idea is she had a big idea, which is when it comes to the visual design in restaurant, it's imperative to create an atmosphere that is familiar yet new. Lovely. I wanted to take a step backward and forward and mix what we knew from the 80s and infuse with the futuristic feel that could install excitement for McDonald's. Next, with a lot of vintage style coming back, I found that rebranding McDonald's with bold, colorful design and neon lights, fun upholstery, and wall themes could make it an exciting environment that will uphold fast food praise. I love it. I would love, like, I'm not a fast food person. If McDonald's did something fun like that, I will go. I think it's a great idea. And thank you for whoever asked us to look at things. That's a fantastic design. Because she had a theme, she had an idea. And that's the whole class, by the way. don't start with the colors, don't start with the logo, don't start with the theme, don't start with anything. Start with, first of all, finding the problem, solving it, and coming with an idea, right? So and that's it.
So is that the case study? Like, what exactly do you want us to do for the case study? Do you want us to make a PowerPoint?
I just explained it to Laura, you guys were not here, and I'm gonna look at the other people's case study to see if they did well or no, and then I will correct it and I will show you what I mean by the case study. Don't worry. You know, guys, when you come online, it becomes easier for you and for me. African Fusion rebrand. Okay, Javen, you're with us, right? Awesome. Loyalty program. Javen, do you want to explain this assignment? Javen, if Javen with us. It seems a very interesting assignment. I just want him to explain it.
Javen says, I'm at work, I cannot talk.
I can just, if you can hear me, I just want to explain something to you, Javen. Put this in week 4 or week 3. This is not the case study board, but this is a very high grade if you put it in week 4, which is the complete assignment. And what I like about Javen, since he's here, is it's a comprehensive presentation. So that's why I'm saying put it in week 4. And he didn't just focus on he didn't focus only on the visuals, he did focus on the strategy, and that's a strategy class. And that's maybe I found it missing in a lot of assignments that you guys have. Marketing analysis, branding strategy, lovely. And I love how the slide is like that, branding strategy. Competitors analysis research, number 1. Competitors analysis research 2. Color palette, updated logo, lovely. Mood board, and then packaging, and then brand touch points. In terms of strategy, that's an A+, but you just put the assignment in the wrong place. In terms of strategy, so just put it in week 4 and you will get the full mark. Because you explained market research, market and strategy, which is exactly what I want. This class has a lot of people from different majors, right? Why? Because it's not only about the visuals, but let's look at his marketing analysis. The purpose of this study is to compare local African restaurants in Dallas areas and create a strategy to rebrand African Fusion and exceed competitors. Industry outlook: the African restaurant industry is slightly larger than other states. That's a lovely insight. Like I, for example, didn't know anything about that. And that's, by the way, the whole purpose of a strategist. A strategist should come up with should tell others new facts, exactly like this. The African restaurant industry is slightly larger than other states. That's a strategy. I've never knew about that before, right? So I have to know something new through you. Target audience: customers looking for authentic African cuisine experience. Brand: improve phone and online ordering, create local outreach to familiarize the community with the restaurant, create a more socially distant environment with the restaurant, update logo to include color, improve parking at location, fantastic, create uniforms for the staff and improve the current menu. Great. And then you're telling me who are the competitors, and then competitors research. That's fantastic. As I said, just put it in week 4, and then their loyalty program also work on it. And maybe show me how the rest of but guys, that's exactly what I mean by focus on the market competitors. And I found that maybe missing. You got visual. You guys have a great visual. But if you give me the competitors and the market, I'll be happy with you so much. All right. Let's see Caleb's mood board. Okay, what's a case study board? Actually, this is to answer Lee question. Lee, you have seen Cannes Lions, right? We
What was
Cannes
that?
Lions together, right? The Cannes the assignment for the
Yes.
Cannes Lions was like a couple of weeks ago. When you
Yes.
submit Cannes Lions or any, when you submit to Cannes Lions and other assignments before, all right, look at you. Okay, that's also a very lovely one. Very lovely one. But let me explain. But it seems this is like 70s. It seems like a lot of people. Great job. You know, case study is the mood board. And I'm gonna give you guys, like even for you, Laura, I'm gonna edit this assignment and make it another assignment later on or something. Okay, but I love the mood board here. You guys are doing great job. So I'm gonna make this a mood board since that's what everybody understood. But I want you to know what's the case study board, at least for the next assignment. A case study board, and when you submit to Cannes Lions or when you submit to other awards like the Clios or DNED, they don't have time because there are a lot of submissions. They don't have time to look at every presentation and every slide or everything like that. They have a limited, something limited. Sorry. Okay, so as I said, they don't have time to look at everything. So you have to summarize your whole campaign in one slide only. So that's, for example, it. What they do is that, but of course you don't have to do that. But they summarize. Sorry, they summarize the idea in one or two paragraphs. Plus they. Yeah. For example, images for inclusion. A collection of images featuring athletes with intellectual disability ready for brands to use. That's, for example, a case study, and then they explain the idea, they explain the images, they explain Special Olympics and for inclusion, okay? So the whole point of it, this is, for example, Nike, again, explaining the whole idea and the images and everything in one slide. Why they're doing this? Because they don't have time for everything. For you guys here, for example, because there are real agencies and those are real campaigns, they do say that, you know, how many people liked it on social media or how many people did so and so, but you guys don't need that. You just need to explain the idea and show the new logo and the new mock-up in one slide. That's what you need to do. Okay, put everything in the campaign, summarize it in one slide. That's simply the case study. But for now, I changed Lee. I changed the case study into mood board and color scheme. And maybe we will do the case study board. We still have to do it for DNED and Crown Plaza, because this is for awards. But for now, yeah, it's fine. I will accept this to be the mood board, since that's what everyone understood. And maybe for next assignment, you have to submit a case study, you know, that is clearly a case study. All right, let's look at some of.
So basically, for the articles that you sent, for the screenshots, you want us to make a mood board and case study of one of those topics.
Forget about the case study now. I'm gonna make you do the case study for the next assignment. For now, just do the mood board and the color scheme, because that's what everybody did, and I don't want you. And we have a new assignment that I want you guys to focus on. So for now, just submit a mood board, and then I will explain again the case study again for the DNED. Okay. Since we're talking about the awards, and I will send an email explaining what I mean, okay, so that you're not confused. Since we're talking about awards, like the Cannes, there is another one called DNED. DNED is a British organization. You see it's in London, United Kingdom. And they have briefs. Let's look at that. They have award students. Any student, they have awards for it. So they give them a real brief, and that's what I'm gonna give you as well. And then from the real brief, you have to do you have to do an assignment. So honestly, I gave you a brief for Shivas. You can download the brief here. But I want you to do something different, okay? I'm gonna make it Shivas and actually maybe Netflix. So maybe some people are against alcohol, but and some people like the idea. But we're gonna look at the brief together to explain the assignment. We're gonna start a new assignment because the restaurant is almost done. So when you download, this is the packaging. That's the Shivas. And guys, you're free to pick any of the briefs here. Like, who wants Disney? If you want Disney or Duolingo or Netflix, you're free. I just picked Shivas because they have a rebranding, you know, brand ambition. I was looking for something where you can create a brand. But if you want to pick something else, I'm open for it. Okay, but not to be confused, let's look at the Shivas, and let's read it together. How many of you knows Shivas? How many? No one? Anybody here drinks? Are you? How many?
I drink a whole bunch, but I don't know them.
Okay.
I don't drink, so.
Yeah. How many of you here are underage?
Yeah.
Anybody here above 21?
Yes, I've had a drink, but not Chivas.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Chivas.
Never heard of Chivas. I do drink, but.
All right. So anyway, Chivas is a whiskey, and that's great, by the way, that you guys didn't hear about it. Why? Because you're young and you're not maybe the target audience that they are targeting to. Maybe they've been targeting older people. The Scotch whiskies, the strong success and generosity, but not themselves as operational status. Do you see my screen or no? Do you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay, maybe
Yes.
let's make this class more interactive. Let's maybe Cedric to read story and then Luke can read the rest.
Read what now?
Start from the beginning. It doesn't matter.
The backstory?
Yeah, the backstory.
Okay. Chivas has been producing blended Scotch whiskey since 1909. It is a brand that has a strong legacy and heritage built on core values of success and generosity. But now they want to establish themselves as an aspirational status brand for a new generation of luxury consumers. They want to bring new generations to their whiskey fold with a prime focus for Chivas being a hustle generation.
All right. All right. Let's continue. Fast being considered.
You want me to continue? Okay. Fast being considered much more than a whiskey, and instead an overall lifestyle brand. Chivas have an option for every stage of an entrepreneur's journey, from the start of the life map with Chivas 12 through to Chivas, I don't know what that is, XV being the ultimate symbol of you've made it. Their brand and packaging identities speak to every step along the way, but they want to explore what the luxury Scotch whiskey of tomorrow looks like for the next generation of hustlers.
Okay, who can start with us as the Lee? Can you read the challenges?
Yes. I can't see the thing.
All right, sorry. Now you can.
I still can't see the article.
Really?
Oh, no. Yeah, I can see it now. What's the challenge? Create a luxury flex Scotch of tomorrow for the next generation of hustlers. Consider, number one, the product concept. What is the product story? What does it like? What does it taste like? How is it drunk? What does it bring to the consumers? How is it complementary to the rest of the range? Number two, packaging and identity. What does the brand and product actually look like? Number three, product launch. Consider how and where your new luxury Scotch whiskey would be promoted and how your identity might be applied to the launch. I mean, keep going.
Yes.
Okay. Who are we talking to? Your package and identity need to future-proof the Chivas Regal products. Consider the future purchaser of Chivas, the next generation of hustlers, 18 and 25-year-olds around the world who you need to encourage to aspire to cracking open their very own bottle and showcase it as the ultimate status symbol. These hustlers are unapologetic about their success. They thrive on social currency and seek brand with status, but they are also social entrepreneurs, giving back to those around them and seek not to only elevate themselves, but those around them.
All right, cool. Things to think about, make it a status symbol. Who can read this for us? Maybe Javen. Or
I think he's at work.
okay, sorry. Julio, Jesus, Laura, anybody? Manuel.
I'll go ahead and get it done with. Let me see. Where am I at?
I'm here.
All right, Manuel. Let's start Manuel and then Laura. Things to think about.
There it is. Here we go. Things to think about. Make it a status symbol. Chivas Regal sells luxury whiskeys. They go beyond just a drink. You need to make sure your identity and packaging encompasses what it means to be at the pinnacle of your career. An identity with packaging that demonstrates the luxury and status nature of the brand. Design with a purpose. You're begin given full creative control over. They're more on top.
Want to scroll up?
You gotta scroll up.
Sorry. Okay, your design, yes.
There you
Whistle
go.
the
Your design with this opens the door for your imagination to run wild. Make sure you are purposeful in your approach. No matter your design, it still needs to hold whiskey. You should also take into consideration things like weight. Glass bottles can be incredibly heavy products, which can also tie into sustainability issues. Do you have a way you can mitigate these problems?
All right, awesome. Okay. Laura, can you write think future facing and things to avoid? Laura, it's your turn. Laura Robinson? Anybody?
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
Laura, your turn. Yeah, it's your turn.
Sorry.
Okay. Think future and things to avoid.
Think future facing. You're targeting the next generation of hustlers, so your idea will come into the market in the coming years. Consider what this audience might look for in a status brand in the near future, and how your design and ideas could flex to meet the needs of an ever evolving world. Things to avoid. Stay true to the Chivas. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Chivas core of being a luxury and therefore more expensive brand, and consider how your identity could be evaluated above other brands that currently appeal to this market. Don't feel constrained by their current branding. Feel free to think outside the box and reinvent the brand identity. This will include the Chivas logo if you wish. But if you do, make sure you consider your reasoning as to why it is needed. For example, does it lack relevance or need modernizing or deconstruction to appeal the new audience?
Awesome. All right. I think that's enough. But then here's the important stuff. They need your new identity. They need packaging. An example of how are you going to promote and launch the Shivas product. Okay. I will show you some of what others have done. But before, let's discuss this. What do you guys think? What do you want? What exactly do they want?
Like in general or the brand itself?
No, this brief. What are they trying to tell us?
I feel like the Shivas care about the people who work there, basically. They want decent people to run their brand.
Awesome. Okay. What else?
It's a luxury brand, so they basically saying the luxury start from us.
Cool. They want to keep it luxurious. Awesome. And they basically want to target a new audience, which is the younger generation. Okay. Let us look at some of what others have done. So this, for example, let's look at, this is what I mean by a case study board, or this one here. Lee, which is they have the packaging, they have the whole concept, and they have the tagline. So things like that, you know, where only from a couple of slides I can see the whole idea. Okay, let's look at the video. All right, what's the concept here? What's the big idea?
I think it's more like modern is what they're trying to go to.
Great, but not only just modern. They also came up with the idea that the bottle itself, you will, I mean, there's a way to refill any bottle you have, or you will come up with a refill bottle so that we don't consume a lot of glass, so that, you know, it's more sustainable brand, which is, I think, is a very smart idea. Here, for example, they came up with a fancy, the narrative, the insight, and the idea. What makes a brand alcohol timeless to consume? A unique shape will always stand out. So they came up with just a new shape for the bottle. And then it becomes, you can put it all over each other and build a pyramid, which is also a fantastic way of packaging. They thought of a fancy way for packaging and thought of things like that. Let's look at this one. This one, they just came up with a lovely pattern. And again, you know, it's a lovely pattern and some great ideas as well. Product launch, they even thought of how they're going to launch the product. So I want you, of course, to come up with a new idea, you know, not this one. I want you. This is, for example, what I mean by case study board Lee. It has the packaging and has the idea. We know success tastes better shared. We've taken the I out of our name and we are inviting the next generation into a whiskey fold. So they're making it more interactive and more of sharing, you know, which is lovely, you know, and things like that. For this assignment, it seems fun, but it's not easy because I want you to create something similar to what they're doing, which is a video and slides, 4 slides or something like that, or a presentation of 4 slides. So it's fun, but it's not easy, right? But I'm going to take you step by step in it. Let's look at week 5. Yeah, I think we're done with week 5. We looked at the tagline. Yes, we did look at all this. And yes, we have the new assignment. I want to look at the case study that you guys have done, and I think for those links, I think we looked at them last week, so it's nothing really new, but I want to look at the case study because that's concerning me as well. The one that you had here, and I've seen a lot of people doing it. Let's see some of your work, Manuel.
No,
And
skip
then we're
mine. Skip mine.
No, that's by the way, this assignment, if you've done it, you probably get the full mark, but I just want to make sure you've done it. The case study, the NK. Okay, tell us more about it. So you chose credits, yeah, you chose the bank, right? Tell us
Correct.
more about it. Yeah, tell
Correct.
us what's happening. It's a fantastic one, so you'll probably get the 100, but just tell us what you've done.
Well, I just kind of went off the information they had on there, and then I looked at the logo and made my own assessment on what they can do to get more traffic to their website, get more people interested in their bank. And one thing I thought they can do was definitely information. A lot of people, they look at a bank application or something like that, and it just looks like a big monster. It's so intimidating. So I thought they can use more of a user-friendly logo and education on how to
Lovely.
fill out some of their forms.
Mm.
And that might help bring a lot more customers to them, making it less intimidating.
Awesome. Here's it. Even their name is intimidating. Like I can't even pronounce it correctly.
Credit Karen, that'll scare them. Credit Karen.
Yeah, okay. Credit Karen. Even Bank of America, sorry, is the opposite. Is more like user friendly and friendly, but they're boring. But they're at least easy to, Who else? Let's look at Laura's. Laura picked Beeline. I'm happy you guys understood the assignment because I felt it's not clear, but you guys understood it well. All right, Beeline goals process. Laura, tell us more about it. You guys have done a great job in this assignment. Tell us more. What's your strategy?
I'm not gonna lie, Beeline was kind of already like top tier because
Okay.
as I was reading it, but I found that they should understand the customers a bit more, like in different areas, because this Beeline is mainly in Russia, so they should understand like what other countries around Russia people may be traveling to. So for better understanding, maybe lower prices, better plans, more family plans, because there's a lot of families in Russia.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Tell me to jump off. Tell me to go.
Julio, let's look. Julio.
What is this?
Julio, it seems like you're confused about the assignment, but I'm sure yours is going to be fantastic. But let's see. Which brand did you pick from the three? Okay, action against. Tell us more. I mean, you're doing great. I don't know. People who are always, scared of they're doing right or wrong usually are doing the best job. But just tell me more about what you've done. Still here. Julio?
Present. What did you want me to say?
Yeah, Julio, can you explain to me, please, your assignment
Peter Piper.
for the case study?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Alright.
action against hunger.
No.
I think I had to read all the information about the brand, the company of I'm guessing it's a non-profit organization that originated in France. Yeah.
And okay? What have you done? What's your strategy here? You wrote a lot about it. So, what's your strategy? What are you changing? What's your plan?
So I changed the presentation of the brand, sort of the brand identity, or not the
Mhm.
brand identity, the presentation of it. I started by researching the colors and the meaning behind the original colors of the most current branding. That was like a dark green, a light green, and a blue. Correct?
Mhm. Yeah.
I believe the blue signified water, the green signified, I think, environment. I don't think I'm using the right word. Environmental, something about the environment. And the dark colored, I think that was part of the color scheme to contrast. The Organization of Action Against Hunger, I think they, what the research paper didn't tell me, it was like about, it was like it's serious. It's like the Peace Corps or something, about helping people in need in different countries, from their agriculture to putting meals in front of the
Okay.
locals of each
Good job.
region. So I used starting from the colors, I think I used a similar color palette, and then I rearranged the presentation originally shown to be something like a flyer you might find in a coffee shop. It's pretty straightforward, pretty simple.
Yeah,
And
that's the whole point of assignments. Should be straightforward and simple.
that was about my layout. So there's like a large imagery, a brief description of I guess brand identity, and I rephrased everything to avoid any plagiarism. And then at the end, there's like a series of different languages, almost exactly as it appeared in the original paper.
Fantastic.
Branding. And I think I chose the environmental color for the page color. As you can see, there's like a light green.
Nice. Fantastic. Great job. I wrote more than excellent. More than excellent. Great job, guys. You guys are hard workers, and
I was really
especially
glad
this group.
I
You're
made
doing
the
fantastic.
logo design on the top left of the paper, because to me that was sort of an introduction to the brand. You know, it had its poignancy because in the English language, people read left to right, so it starts with a large logo. Because
Great
that would be the
job.
first thing someone would see.
You're amazing. Your major. What's your major, Julio?
Media arts and animation.
Good. You are you're very yeah, I see. You're very talented, but most importantly, you're very passionate, and that's what makes me, very touched and very happy to have you in my class. The way you participate, the way you say things are always fantastic. You're very passionate about what you do. Also, Manuel, great job on your assignment. Laura as well. Lee, you're heading towards a great concept. I'm very happy with you. Cedric, did you submit anything that we did not see? Do you want me to look at any of your assignment before we close?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'll email you.
Yeah, email me. Email me, don't worry about it. I will even postpone one of the assignments here, which is how to market a new brand case study. I'm going to postpone it so that you focus on the briefs. And again, if you don't like the Shivas brief, you can pick another one, or I will give you two options so that you guys pick from. But the whole idea of this assignment is to start to learn how to read a brief and to solve it. That's the most important thing for me, you know. I want to show you something that maybe we did not talk about, which is a brand system. What's a brand system? A brand system is not necessarily just a logo, but it's a system of identity, meaning, like for example, here, the wildlife. The wildlife, they took the W and they have a lot of sub branches. Each time they use the W for their own brand. So here is for the fish, for the Prospect Park, the Indonesia Park. So you see how this is what I mean by system. They take the W and they put a different animal that is going to be distinct. Here's saying, why do you need a brand system? Maybe because you want all your brand to be connected. It's a language, it's a logo. You need the logo, a language, colors, typography, imagery, iconography, graphic treatment, maybe a pattern, data visualization. Maybe you want to show the way. Here's a brand system for Airbnb, for example. For Atlanta, for ATLA, sorry, for ATLA. And that's what I mean by brand system. Like it's a whole system of branding, and not just maybe a logo or something like that, but you take the logo and you create sub branches out of this logo. We talked about the tagline last week. This is a continuation again. I wanted to explore the tagline again. But here's a different ways to do tagline. Maybe you can do it in a superlative way, like the BMW, the ultimate driving machine, the best machine. Budweiser, king of beers, right? Proactive, like Microsoft, where are you going today? Got milk, Dairy Council, and Mercedes-Benz, what makes a symbol endure? So this is more thought-provoking. Your tagline could be specific, like the words local bank, HSBC, or Volkswagen, drivers wanted, eBay, happy hunting. So it becomes a clear tagline like that. I give you several companies where you can look, 3 companies that you can look at them, and maybe I will make them clear again in different. You can look at how they do branding, and I want you to start knowing those names, such as Gretel. If you're in branding, I want you to know those names. Gretel, Pentagram, We Are Collins, and this one, Bruce Mayo Design. All those are companies for branding. Go on them and get inspiration for your next project. Okay? That's a brand system, by the way. When we're talking about brand system, that's a brand system. It's a university, and because they have different majors, each major they feature the work or the name of the major in this box. So this box becomes every time you want to place something, it's in this box. So that's lovely, right? It's more of an organic system where you can be more playful around it. Yeah, that's it for today. I will postpone the homework because I want you to start focusing on the DNED, and maybe this case study would be in a different week. So all you have to do is start a new week like that, and make sure you finished everything related to the restaurant, okay? And because we're starting a new project. Is that
Yeah.
clear for you guys?
Pretty clear for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. All right, guys, good luck with the new work. And guys, I'll be adding 10 points for each of you. So your grade would be 40 out of 100. What does that mean? Like every week I add 10 more points every time I see you online. It doesn't mean that you're 40 and that's it for the participation. It means actually you're doing fantastic. And by the end of the quarter, it would be what? It would be 100. So keep coming online. Of course, people who come online will get a better grade than people who don't. Come online. I will add the 10 marks after I finish. Or actually, you know what? Because you're here, let me make sure I add it while you guys are with me. Make sure that you all have it. Online participation. Let's see. Enter grades. We have Cedric. Cedric is also 30. That means like you are doing fantastic, Cedric. And especially with Lee is here again. So Lee is going to be 40. Manuel, you've attended many of them. You're already 50. Jesus, also you are 40. Kyle is here. I've seen him. So it's 40. Laura, of course, here you are. Another grade. Cedric, 40. And then I've seen Hailey. She came a little bit and left. Julio. Julio, I've seen you several times. I don't know why I didn't give you a grade yet. So here you are. Actually, you deserve a 40 because you're fantastic in participation. And Hailey, I think I've just seen her once. Yeah. Anybody came today and I didn't give him grade yet?
The guy that was at work.
Yeah, Javen. Javen is here. So I gave Javen, I gave Julio, I gave Manuel, Cedric, Jesus. I gave you Manuel? Yeah,
Yes,
I gave
ma'am.
you. You're 50 now. 50 now. Cedric, I gave, and all that. Jesus, I also gave, and Julio, I gave.
Excuse me. I wanted
Everybody.
to say that the presentations I had seen by one student, Emmanuel, and one other student, Javon, those are really
Javen, yeah.
nice. Javon, excuse me.
Yeah.
Those are really nice presentations. I think they had done way much well. My compliments.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you.
I totally
You sound
agree.
young.
And Julio, I love really, honestly, I'm really lucky to have you in this class because, guys, that's exactly what I want. I want you to give each other compliment or give each other feedback. That's why we're having the online class because other than that, I can just, go ahead and give you guys grades. But it's amazing that, first of all, what Julio has said, and you picked the right two people, Javen and Manuel. I totally agree with you, Julio. They've done fantastic job and very organized, a lot of research. They went ahead and, as you said, they took another step doing things. So I just want to, first I want to thank Manuel and Javen because Julio's right. They've done fantastic work. Keep it up. And I want to thank you, Julio, because you're giving feedback, and that's exactly what this class is for. Anybody else wants to say something? All right, but keep it up, guys. And Manuel, I want to see in you good assignment because you rocked the restaurant.
No pressure, right? No pressure.
Okay. All right. See you next week, same time.
All right. Thank
Wow.
you, everybody. I'll talk to everybody soon.
All right. Take care.
Bye.